welcome back to my channel. My name is Rudi and thank you so much for being here. I asked you guys recently on my Instagram, quick plug, it's at Rudi Berry on TikTok, at the Rudi Berry on Instagram, if you wanted a quick review of Westman Atelier or Simi Haze. These are both two brands that I recently purchased like kind of a few things from that I wanted to talk about with you guys and I hadn't gotten the chance to, and you guys picked Westman Atelier. So we will definitely still do the Simi Haze mini review, but today we are covering what I own and what I'm wearing today from Westman Atelier. I just realized like a lot of the times when I do a full face video, like for example I have like a full face of Say Beauty or Kosas, a lot of my favorite brands where I own almost everything that they've made. I don't own everything from every single brand, but there are brands where I might own 4 or 5 things and I feel like it might be worth us talking about it even though I don't own every single thing. You feel me? And with Westman Atelier, I actually bought these products quite a long time ago, like before the holidays, and they've just been sitting here. So I was like, you know what? It's time. I want to share these with you. And the fact that I have had this for as long as I have and I haven't filmed this video should tell you that like I like it, but it's not like so intriguing and exciting to me that I feel like I had to tell you right then. You know what I'm saying? So today we are going to cover a skin tint, bronzer, blush, highlighter, and lip products. So a little bit of everything, not anything with brows or with eyeshadow or mascara, but a lot of this stuff I bought, well, I bought all of this with my own money and a lot of it came in a set. So there are some minis in here too. I will show you guys when I put everything on and we will talk about the shades, the pricing, all of that stuff. So if you're interested in my thoughts on Westman Atelier as a brand and the things that I've tried, if I think it's worth the very, very high price that it is, then keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe. As I said, my name is Rudi. We talk about skincare, makeup, hair care, body care. We do vlogs, we do hauls, we do it all. And I would love to have you subscribe. All right, so we are starting off at the top, make it drop. That is with the Vital Skincare Dewy Foundation drops, okay? I am looking at Sephora, which is where I bought all of my Westman Atelier products, and that is the first thing that pops up. So I think that it is possibly their most popular product. This is a $68 skin tint, okay? $68. That is very pricey, and you're only getting, I don't even know how much you're getting, but it's quite small, you guys. When I got this in the mail, I was like, dang, this is small. And there are also a lot of claims that come along with this skin tint. Clinical results are improving skin quality. 100% agreed the skin felt more hydrated, smoother, and their skin looked healthier after one use. So I have tried this before and it is what I'm wearing today and it broke me out like crazy. Not like crazy, but it made my skin very, very irritated. And so I am wearing it again today for you, so you're welcome. But also because I want to see if it had something to do with the weather or what was going on in my life at that time, my stress, whatever it is, to see if it affects my skin. Now, I have the shade Atelier 7. I probably could go a shade or two lighter. This is in their medium range, but I kind of guessed online when I bought this, and I feel like it's a pretty good match for me when I have self-tanner on, which is what I have on right now, and works very well for me in the summer, so just keep that in mind. Some of the highlighted ingredients in here are Tsubaki oil, ginseng extract, and pomegranate extract. I don't notice any scent when I put this product on. Overall, I do enjoy the look of it. So the feel of this product is very serum-like, almost feels a little bit oily. It's not, but it feels like it has a bit of that dry oil touch to it without that sinking into your fine lines and wrinkles, which I really, really appreciate. Thinking of like a facial oil like the Kosas tinted face oil. I actually don't wear that one anymore because I find that it really clings to my dry patches around my mouth. I don't get that effect with this. However, I don't find that it is quite as, I don't know, hydrating and beautiful as either my MAC Face and Body or my Summer Friday Skin Tint, which are both half the price of this product. Overall, I do enjoy it and I think it's beautiful. I would be careful if you have sensitive skin. For some reason, something in here my skin does not like. Know that you can get a similar effect with a much cheaper price. Up to you. It's a $70 skin tint. That's all I need to say. I also just wanted to bring up the fact that I feel like a lot of times we see celebrities wearing this brand, definitely like the it girls of the moment, like the Kardashian girls, Hailey Bieber, you know, models that we all love and follow. A lot of these girls are wearing Westman Atelier, and I want to say, like, sometimes I will see something that someone is wearing. For example, I bought this because I saw Hailey Bieber wearing it. This is the Armani Fluid Sheer Glow Enhancer. It's really gorgeous, but we are very easily influenced by those things, but we have to remember that with the amount of money and access they have, they're always going to have the best of the best, even if it's not actually the best product. Like, they're always going to have the most expensive things because that's what they can afford. It's kind of the assumption that something is the most money is going to be the best product, and I don't find that to be true, especially with these products. Again, not to say that I don't like them, but almost everything here has a product that I can recommend in its place. So just keep that in mind, because I know that this bronzer that we're going to talk about is kind of like a lot of people love this, including Miss Bieberette. So this is the Face Trace Cream Contour Stick. I have mine in the shade Truffle, and that is a $48 bronzer. That seems like, I don't know, I don't want to say it's like equivalent to other high-end brands, but it's less than the skin tint for sure, and you get quite a bit of product. I think the shade Truffle is actually a shade too dark for me. I would probably go with the shade Biscuit, which is just one shade lighter. The packaging is stunning, it's magnetic, and it's very heavy, it's weighty, it gives you that luxury feel to it right away. I'm a person who prefers to use my cream products on my hand and then apply it to my face, or by warming it up and then putting it on my brush and onto my face. So the way that a product is packaged doesn't necessarily mean as much to me as the formula and the ease of use, because I'm really going to apply it on my hand beforehand. However, I do prefer a cream pot situation because it's a little bit easier to manipulate, in my opinion. I'm not a person who just goes right in on the face. Do I like this? Yes. Do I think that it is like the best bronzer in the entire world? No. To me, it gives me a very similar feel and effect to the Milk Makeup bronzer sticks, the Say Beauty bronzer, you know, just like these other cream bronzers that are kind of middle of the road in terms of finish. It doesn't have a super luminous or matte finish. It's kind of right in the middle, which I like, a more satin finish. There's no real glow to these as well, which I like. This also includes jojoba seed oil, kaolin clay to help absorb some of the oil on your face, which I think is interesting because it's like you're putting in oil in the product and you're also adding in something to take away oil. It's just a very classic bronzer stick. Like, I don't know how else to say it besides that. It's nice. If you have the money to try it, I say go for it. But again, like, I'm not constantly drawn towards this product like I am maybe my Merit Beauty bronzer, my Mario bronzing balm. And that's just that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I still think it's very nice, but I think that it has been overhyped for what it is, considering it is just a very middle of the road bronzer for about $50. Next up is the product I was most excited for outside of the skin tint when I was ordering these, and that is the Baby Cheeks Lip and Cheek Cream Blush Stick. I got this in a set with these 3 products, so we'll talk about these, but this is my first mini that I'm showing you. Honestly, if you can find a mini, buy a mini. Buy a mini, because you still get quite a bit of product and it has that same packaging. It's just a little bit smaller. The full size of the blushes come in that same packaging as the bronzer. I have the shade Bichette, which is called a red berry. I would say this is like a classic muted pink shade. The shade range looks okay. This is the darkest shade that they have, so I wouldn't say it's very inclusive when it comes to dark skin for this being the darkest blush. They have quite a few light options and a very hot pink, so that's kind of interesting. This also has jojoba oil in it. It's very nice. It has a nice glide to it, and the pricing on this one is $48 as well for our full size. Again, I bought mine in a set, so it is a mini. $48 to $50 for a cream blush. A lot of brands make good cream blush these days, you guys. If you ever want to see my favorite blushes, you can go to my Shop My page, which is always linked below, where all the descriptions are. I have every cream blush that I love listed on that page, and a lot of them are less than $48 and give you this similar effect. I think that's my main problem with these products, is that the price doesn't necessarily match what you're seeing on the face. If it had some like incredible, like innovative ingredient in it, maybe I would see that that's worth the price, but I'm looking in my cream blush drawer right now, and even just, you know, here's an Ilia blush stick. How is this, you know, different from this that it's worth an extra $10 to $12? This has more in it, and I think it's just purely the fact that Gucci Westman is a name. She's a household name for a lot of people who love makeup. She was a pro makeup artist for the stars, and she wants to charge what she wants to charge. And then once people start buying things for a price that they find acceptable based on the fact that it's a celebrity line or whatever, then people tend to believe that something is worth that price. Does that make sense? Like if I decided that this Pat McGrath foundation was worth $20, then we would all accept over time at buying it at $20 that it was worth $20. But because it's like $60 and people continue to buy it at $60, we all assume it's worth $60. Does that make sense? Am I like going out of the way here? You know what I'm trying to say. Westman is seen as a high-end brand because of the pricing and because of who it is, but not necessarily because of the product. Again, like there's nothing in this line that I'm sitting here telling you I really dislike. It's just hard for me to really justify the price to you, knowing the amount of makeup that I have and the amount of makeup that I could recommend to you to give you this exact face for probably $100 less. The blush is very pretty. I like the color, the feel of it on the face, and one of these products could also be the reason as to why I'm breaking out. It could not be the skin tint. I'm pretty sure it is the skin tint, but something in here is irritating my skin, so keep that in mind as well when you're playing with these complexion products. Just pay attention to it, try and use one at a time if you are gonna pick something up from this video, and see how your skin reacts, knowing that you're following me, you probably have sensitive skin as well. So again, good product. I like it. Probably not for $50. I don't know what else to say. Okay, next up in the lineup is the highlight that I have on. Their highlight is called the Lit Up Glow Highlighter Stick. Same size as the blush and bronzer. I do have a full size, and that is in the shade Lit, which is a glassy iridescent is what the website description says. So they have three. They have Nectar, which I also have, Brulee, which is a darker bronzy glow, and then this iridescent shade as well. And you can also buy the highlighters in a mini, which is what I have in Nectar. I have the mini size. And again, I do recommend you try out the minis of these products where you can, just to see if you like them. And if you go through a mini and you truly love it, then buy the full size. The mini is $25. So I actually got this full size of the Lit shade in a PR package from Credo Beauty. And when I got this is actually what was really making me want to do a review on this brand, because it is so beautiful. The texture of this product, the way that it looks, the feel of the product, and also the color. I just love this. I think it's so unique. It's got this like blue shift to it, but it just looks very glowy and glossy on the skin. I don't wear this very often because I'm not really an iridescent girl. You know, having a blue shift on your face is not necessarily an everyday flattering look, but because of this formula, I went out and purchased other things. So I will say the highlighter formula is absolutely beautiful. But when I picked up the mini, and I have the shade Nectar, this is like a pinky hue. I don't love this shade. I think that if they came out with a light sort of champagne gold, that would really hit the mark for me. This ends up being just a tad too dark to show up as being highlighted, whereas you can see I'm in the sun over here. It gives you that like sweaty look, but it gives you that sweaty feel as well for quite a bit of money. I wish this shade was just a shade lighter and it was a little bit more, you can see it in a different lighting setting. I'm not gonna be in the sun every day of my life, and once you're in the shadows of the world, these highlighters just go out. You can't see them at all because a lot of the time they are relying on the balminess of the product to give you that reflection rather than adding a little bit of a pigment, like a pearl pigment, to give you some reflection inside. So keep that in mind. These look absolutely stunning outside, but inside it's really just gonna give you a bit of that like balmy feel to the skin, which I still like. I think these are beautiful and I do gravitate towards these probably more than anything else in this list here. But, you know, I have a lot of highlighters that I like just as well, if not better. You guys know my favorite highlighters from the Sephora collection, and it's stunning. It has a similar consistency to it, but gives you an actual golden sheen. I love it, and I think there are other options out there that are a bit cheaper. I know I keep saying that, I have to stop saying that, but that's the lowdown on the highlight. All right, as I mentioned, since this is a mini review, this video is a little bit shorter and sweeter, so we're on our last product, and it is something that I enjoy, and I am honestly glad that this was in the set that I got because it started a resurgence of love for a product that became one of my favorite lip products of all time. This is the Squeaky Clean Liquid Lip Hydrating Lip Balm. That sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what I like. I like a lightweight lip balm that's super hydrating and has a little bit of color to it. and leaves the lips looking super juicy while adding a touch of color. I have mine in the shade Nana. These are $38. I think I have the full size. I'm pretty sure I have a full size here. There's 6 shades, and honestly the shades are really, really beautiful. Nana is the shade that I was like kind of least interested in. This is in a cool beige family. You can see the swatch here. It's nice. I think I would like this formula a lot more if I'd bought a color that was more interesting to me, just because this washes me out a little bit. I did use MAC Whirl on my lips before this just to give my lips a little bit of color, because I felt like if I just use this, it does wash me out a little bit, and also it pulls a little cool toned. I'm a warm toned girl, so really my only beef with this is the color. But the formula itself is absolutely beautiful. I really like it. I could see myself buying another one of these. However, the reason that I haven't is because I was looking at all of these things and I was thinking about how I would try and dupe them out for this video and offer recommendations. And the first thing I thought of was the Sephora Clean Glossy Lip Oils, and specifically in the shade Apricot, because I thought, wow, these are similar. Turns out the color is not the same, not similar. This is more of a warm tone nude. This is a cool tone pinky nude, but the formula itself is very similar. And then I just went absolutely insane and love this product, and would say if you want a glowy, glossy lip balm feel that is lightweight, nourishing, packs a punch, and gives you some color, get one of these. They're $10. These are $10 and these are $38. Honestly, the color range is better on the Sephora lip oils, and the name of a lip oil versus a lip balm versus a glowy lip gooky, everything is the same once you put it on your lips. Like, once you try out enough things, I can tell when the formula of something is going to mimic the formula of something else. And you guys know I love this kind of lip product. So I obviously had a lot to put it up against. As much as I do love this, and I could see myself buying more shades just to have them, I don't think you need them when you can get things like the Sephora Glossy Lip Balm. Obviously, this is not an extensive list because we skipped quite a few things, but I wanted to tell you that pretty much the first 5 things on Sephora were the things that we went over, which makes me feel pretty good about this review, hoping that one of those things was what you were most interested in. But they also have a cream highlighter in a tin, they have powder bronzers, they have a lipstick palette, they have eyeshadows, brow pencils, etc. They also have a mascara, but these were definitely the things that I was most interested in and would want to hear from someone like me in this community on these types of products. So let me know if you have any questions on these down below. You know I always answer my comments and my DMs. I will keep you updated in the comments. I'll pin a comment and let you know if my skin ended up acting up tomorrow from using these products again, or if it was fine, because that will obviously change the way I feel about this skin tint quite a bit. I will definitely be doing a mini review on Simi Haze in the future as well. I think I have their blush, a couple lip products, and their tubing mascara, so definitely something to talk about because you know I love tubing. And let me know what you're looking forward to seeing from me in the next couple months on this channel. I'd love to get your ideas, and I will see you guys in the next one really soon.